Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you guys are ready for a nice, chill, relaxed stream night tonight, playing Fortune Cookie, and seeing what games we end up with first. And tonight I am joined on call with...
Oh, this is the time
Yeah.
which we speak, isn't it?
Yes, sorry. And slow
Alright,
clap, and slow clapping begins.
No, you cannot clap slow enough for that one. I'm Brad, other known as CDI Games in chat.
And I'm John, NY Video Game Freak in chat.
Alright, and we are here to start off with a little bit of Robocop versus the Terminator, the actual good Robocop game that was on the Super Nintendo.
Nice.
So we're going to play a little bit of this first, and then we're going to go to the cookie and see what happens tonight. I have no idea what to expect, so...
I have a general idea.
You think you know what's going to happen?
Yeah.
You think it's going to be that obvious? I don't know, man.
Yep.
We could get it. There could be an upset.
I don't know if
upset
immediately,
that.
but it will happen at least once.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
John Connor was right. It was a human that did it. That turned Skynet from a tool into an army of Terminators. Everyone has an Arnold voice in this game for some reason.
Oh, eggs for Luigi Man 09.
Oh, geez, already? Luigi Man 09, thank you for subscribing. Here's your egg. I know that's not the egg button. I'm going to press it anyways, though. Here's the actual egg button.
You will give me an egg.
Wow, that was quiet.
You will give me an egg.
There we go, much better. Now I can't hear anything, much better. Yay for a reasonable time.
Yeah, this is actually super early for you.
Oh, yeah, this is like 5:30 now, my time. Usually these streams start at like 10.
Yeah, usually these streams go on about the time I go to sleep.
Well, I figured I'd be polite for once, because I know it's like school days, so...
Yeah, and half your fans are in school.
Hey, I'm not surprised. Alright, so for those who don't know what this is Robocop versus the Terminator. Basically, you play as Robocop and you fight the Terminator. It's very straightforward. Basically, you just shoot things for a long time as Robocop. I think there's also a punch button, but we're not going to be using that.
No.
It's all about shooting. Oh, and using rockets.
It's one of the better Robocop games, I think.
I think it's
from
actually
the
the
90s.
I think it's actually the best.
I thought they came out with one relatively recently that wasn't terrible.
Recently?
I thought so, but I'm getting confused with something else. That was like Robocop.
I think you might be getting that confused with something else.
I probably. Let's find out.
Hey, if there's a really good Robocop game I'm not aware of, I need to know about this right away.
List of Robocop video games. Yeah, there was a Robocop game in 2003 that wasn't terrible.
You mean the Xbox one?
Yeah.
The one made by Titus?
Yeah.
The one that got like a 2 on Metacritic?
I didn't say it wasn't. Sure, I enjoyed it for what it's worth. So
like
I'm considering it not
you were
terrible.
about to say it's not that terrible, and you're like,
It's
oh,
not
wait.
that terrible. Well, yeah, okay, so it's not the best, but as far as Robocop games go, it's not that terrible.
To be fair, there's not really a high standard for Robocop games, sadly. Robocop versus the Terminator, in my opinion, is the best one.
It is the
Oh, yeah, no,
pinnacle
it's easily
of
the best one.
Robocop.
I just like the fact that
I wanna know-
everyone he shoots just explodes in this game, even if they're human.
I want to know if a ROM has ever been found for the Game Boy Advance one that I know that they were making.
I know there was a ROM for the NES one.
Yeah, but
Also, to all the subscribers, there are no new emotes.
Ooh,
there
yes.
are.
There's one new emote at the moment from last stream. There is Proton Bomb, which, if you've been at the past couple streams, you know why that's been added.
Yes.
And for those wondering, don't worry, there might be more tonight. We don't know.
I mean, I'm working on them.
Oh, there we go. Bombs are flying in the chat.
It's a good looking emote. I like it.
It does look really good. And Vincent is pretty angry about the bombs robbing him last stream.
Well, he should be.
Wait, why bomb? Oh, Vincent probably, or not Vincent. Kitsune probably wasn't at the last stream. Bomberman Act Zero has become a thing of these streams now, apparently. So.
Wait, apparently we need an impeach game emote.
Oh,
that's not a bad
actually
idea.
that is actually a really good idea.
All right, I'll get to work on that. I know I have ideas of what I could use for that.
Most people, I think, have just been using the cookie whenever they want me to switch things up. So.
Yeah. Which is still it's applicable for that too.
I was here for the last stream where all you did was play Bomberman, but it was so late I couldn't actually play.
I did a highlight video last night. We only played for an hour. I thought we played for an hour and a half in the stream, but it was just an hour. And that was almost a 5 hour stream.
Oh wow. Really?
Yeah. I did the highlights today, so.
I must have. I thought that's all you streamed that whole time. I must have like passed out or something.
No. Last stream was Kung Fu, followed by Bomberman X Zero, followed by Robocop 3. I don't remember the rest. Those are the standout ones to me, though. Oh shit, am I already fighting a Terminator? Oh no, I'm fighting Ed 209, never mind.
There's an egg. Shake 666 Productions.
Shake 666. Oh shit, I'll give you an egg in a second, but I'm fighting Ed 209. Actually, no, I just took his arm off. I think I'm fine.
Yeah, he just looks sad now.
Oh, no, actually, Ed 209 still kicked my ass because I looked away. But, Shake, here's your egg.
You will give me an egg.
Dramatic egg battle. Oh, now I'm supposed to be fighting the Terminator, aren't I? There's supposed to be a Terminator, like, right away. Nope, never mind. I was literally just destroying an Ed 209. So for those who don't know, this is actually based off a comic book series in the 90s where they just thought, you know what would be cool? What would happen if Robocop fought a Terminator? And that's what this game is. But there's like
to be fair, though, the best comics from the 90s were based off those kind of ideas.
Pretty much. But I like the ideas of this game where you know how Skynet was created in the Terminator games or in the movies, right?
Yeah.
The idea of the Robocop versus Terminator series is that Robocop is the reason Skynet exists.
Oh.
And that's what I think is really cool about these games and the comics. Because the idea is that someone goes back in time to try to stop Robocop because they thought Robocop was the reason that Skynet happened and all the Terminators were existing. But no, it ends up just because Terminators came back in time to stop the person who went to stop Robocop, which was the person who got shot at the beginning of that first stage there. Now Skynet is going to try to convert Robocop into powering Skynet. It's this weird time paradox thing, and it's surprisingly cool.
That's relatively complex for a game from the 90s. I mean, from you know, from,
yeah.
What's the word I'm looking for there? Run and gun game.
And to be fair, this is like infinitely better than Robocop 3. For those who caught the Robocop 3 part of the stream from, God, when did we stream last? Friday?
It was the day you got back, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Wednesday. It was probably Thursday then. In that case, either way, I figured out how to actually beat the stage I was stuck on Robocop 3. So the way it works is that when you get to a certain point in the second stage, then Ed 209 shows up. And the first thing I always did, even as a kid and as an adult, was shoot Ed 209, because I watched the movies. I know that thing always hates everyone and usually shoots Robocop. Ends up that's not what you're supposed to do. You're actually supposed to leave Ed 209 alone, and then this kid, who I assume is the kid from the movie, runs up and reprograms the Ed 209 to actually fire on all the bad guys that bum rush you like a minute later.
Oh, that's clever.
So because I didn't do that, I could never beat Stage 2, either as a kid or during last stream. So, which I think is kind of dumb, but at the same time, kind of makes sense.
I mean, it's a little clever. It's not a complete dick move, but it's pretty close.
Yeah, I also found out that game is only like 6 stages long. It's like crazy short.
Oh, we have an egg for John.
John, you don't get an egg. You don't get an egg. I'm sorry, John. You get a Chris instead.
A little excited.
People in the chat are like, wait, what just happened? Oh, crap, I think I screwed up. That's really the proper response. Just Chris!
It's the only response.
Watch my buddy Chris actually be watching and be like, John, what are you doing? Why do you have a sound effect of my name? You will give me a Chris.
Is that Brad or is that you, John?
That's not me.
Oh,
What?
Cleveland.
Oh, the sirens?
Or Columbus, I should say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, it could be
America.
worse. Could have been last night. Last night we had like an hour of tornado sirens.
Were there actual tornado warnings in your area, or?
Yes and no. So I live in a pretty big county, and anytime there's a tornado warning in either the county I live in or the surrounding counties, they're forced to turn the tornado sirens on. And so last night there kept being tornado warnings on like the surrounding counties, and like at one point there was one in the southeastern part of the one I live in. So they kept going up, and there's one, I don't know, probably 300 yards away from my apartment, up the same height, so it's super loud in here when the tornado sirens go off.
I find it weird, I guess, that it's a tornado-ish area in that. Like, is it even known for that?
No, there have been, I think, less than 100 recorded tornadoes touch down in central Ohio.
Wow.
But, you know, the sirens go off. Well, they test them every Wednesday, but they actually properly go off during storms at least 10 or 20 times a year.
Also, John, on one of the add-ins on Chrome I have for Twitch TV, it highlights every single time someone says my name.
Mm-hmm.
The highlights could not keep up to how fast chat was moving.
That sounds about right. Usually whenever the eggs start flying or football start flying, chat goes crazy. And I actually posted a video link tonight saying that I'm streaming, so the stream should hit or at least 1,000 at some point. Because we're already at 700, and we only just started. And Twitch isn't even going to send out stupid emails till like 2 hours from now, because for some reason it's glitched.
Yeah, I had somebody join, because I sit in all the chat streams, and Liam was streaming yesterday, and somebody joined the stream 5 hours after Liam started, saying they just got the email.
Yeah, no, I got the email
That's
like 3
insane.
hours later. It was nuts.
Yeah.
Dan, I use Itaku's chat add-on.
I was gonna say because
What, did
I
you
know
better-
Better Twitch adds the red text.
Yeah, better Twitch TV.
I hate Better Twitch TV personally.
I hate your face.
I hate the person who makes it, so that's one
So
big
much
reason why.
anger. Why the anger?
Do you know them
'Cause-
personally, or?
The guy who makes it, his name is Knight, and he used his add-on to maliciously do some things to a streamer that I enjoy.
Okay, that's a good reason.
That's
Because
pretty dick move.
if you give Nightbot permissions, it can change your stream title without, like, through chat when you say so. So, the guy made it so that it changed the title on someone's stream without them knowing.
Ooh.
And they got
Oh.
really, like, concerned.
Yeah, that is kind of concerning. That's a pretty dick move.
Yeah, no, that's
There's
the one
also-
thing that always worries me about using those bots.
I mean, and you're big enough that you can still manage your own title manage your own title yourself. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, because I always have the dashboard open too, so it's just like that's how I see the chat at the same time. Which is why when the chat starts flying like nuts, it's like I can't see anything because the dashboard view is like half the size of the regular view. It just
Oh, yeah, it's
just has
terrible.
better width. That's the only good part about it. Ah, shit. Why am I
So, I was
Robocop
talking to-
badly?
Telling Brad while we were in limbo about I played 3/4 of Beyond Two Souls last night
Oh,
in
yeah?
a single sitting, and that game has a iPhone and Android app to control the game.
Yeah, I heard about that. I thought it was like the dumbest add-on ever they could do for a game, but
It was. I was telling Brad that movement is terrible because it's touchscreen movement, which if you've ever done like an emulator or anything, like it just doesn't feel right to move, and you end up walking backwards half the time. But the QuickTime events are actually really fun on a touchpad
really?
because it's like instead of just moving the joystick, there's swipes and like timed things on the touchpad. For me, I like it more than using the analog control. But yeah, the movement is terrible. That I wish I could use the joystick for.
Isn't the multiplayer in Beyond Two Souls just like taking turns as well? Or something weird like that? Because I remember the fact that they advertised that it's 2 players, but everyone told me, yeah, you just literally just hand the controller over, basically.
oh, that'd be terrible.
And now everyone goes to look it up to confirm.
You know, I'm letting John look it up. I'm not even bothering right now.
What was?
I'm working on emotes.
That reminds me of like old NES, SNES co-op where like player 2 controlled some menial character that did nothing.
Dude, remember in Final Fantasy like 2 and 3 or 4 and 6, what do you want to call them, where you could control like people in battle and that was it?
Yeah, I used to play that kind of mode with a couple of friends of mine.
Why am I not
It
switching?
was the most useless mode.
That's actually my first experience with Final Fantasy, was playing that with my cousin. That's the only reason I've ever played Final Fantasy 3 and then like got into it, was because of that.
It beats a good way. Oh wait, there's eggs. There's eggs.
Oh shit, eggs flying! Psycho 09? Psycho 69, thank you for subscribing. You've earned an egg. Which I think this might still be the Chris button. It was the Chris button.
Good teamwork. You will give me an
buy
egg.
you like a MIDI keyboard just so you can map that to buttons for sounds.
I just find it... I know half the time that it's actually a different thing, but I just like pressing it and just seeing what happens.
Oh,
Half the fun is just trying to remember what I had on the board last. Alright, well, since I've got you guys here in the chat, I guess I'll ask you guys as well. In the next 2 weeks, I think we'll probably do this at the beginning of December, we're going to do our first subscribers-only game night, which means we're all going to play just a random game together. But only subscribers will be allowed. What game do you think would be a good one?
Me and Brad had a great idea. Well, I think I had a great idea, and then I told Brad, and he agreed that we all do Cards Against Humanity on for 10 years, Izzy.
Oh god,
yeah.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah, that was, yeah. Because you can get, I can't remember the maximum people per game, but you can get a ton of people in a game, and obviously you can use so many cards, and it's
It has like custom card sets too, like of topics you guys know about. Like if anyone here watches Guy with the Glasses, that has a custom set.
I think I know there's a couple of Runaway Guys cards in there too. Apparently, I've seen screenshots of it at least.
Yes, there are a few.
Did I write those?
You wrote one or two of them, and then some of the other sets
Really?
have them in there. Yeah.
I have my own custom card set too, but I forgot what I wrote
Nice.
on some of them.
I've seen people suggesting Team Fortress 2, which was my original suggestion. Oh, I found the Terminator.
Ooh.
He's hiding.
You can
That
have
has a terrible sprite.
you can have up to 20, but more than 10 is getting kind of bad. For like,
Yeah.
because you have to display every single person's cards, so pick 3s get kind of insane.
Oh, yeah. Then yeah, Team Fortress 2 is a good idea. What else would be a good idea?
I'll link for 10 Years Izzy in chat to anyone who wants to look at it. Playing games with people, like public games, not a good idea.
No, you can password protect them, so.
Yeah, no, they'd be private games that only people with subscriptions on Twitch would get them.
Yeah, I was just letting
yeah.
people know if they go to the link by themselves. Like, public games aren't really that fun. You need to be on Skype talking to the people. But also, I've seen it work very well over Twitch, because we can read what you're saying in chat.
I did it. I killed the Terminator. I beat the game.
Yay!
Hooray! Incoming message. Oh no, there's more Terminators, and they've broken to OCP. I guess I gotta go be a good... Wait. All security has been redirected to apprehend Robocop. Now Robocop is the hunted.
Not a
Let's
surprise.
see what... there's a Rooster Teeth custom pack. Northern Lion has it. And then every single card from the official releases.
Nice.
Yeah.
Including
Hey.
the secret card?
The one that they found in the bigger, blacker box.
Yeah.
That was
been added.
a custom card before that people knew that existed, so I don't think we've added it.
Okay.
Because it was already
Andy
there.
added it last night.
Did he? Did he make it
Oh,
silver?
more eggs flying.
I
Who
don't
egged
know.
this time? Robo egg. Can non-subs see your sub videos? Yes, they can. People will be able to watch, but only the subs can play. Yoonbean, thank you for subscribing. That's what I'm saying, flying around the chat here at least.
Yeah, you can be.
You will give me an egg.
John, you're a dick with the timing of your streams. What? I'm sorry. This was literally me trying to be polite and start early for once. Why am I a dick this time?
You always lose, isn't that how it works?
Yeah, that's what I've realized. That you can try to be as nice as you can, but something will always go wrong. One of these I can go down.
As far as for other subscriber-only games, because you're looking for games that have, like, large multiplayer.
Oh, this time you did fine. Okay, never mind. This time I'm okay. Next time, though.
I'm assuming large multiplayer fan bases that are relatively low to no money to get into.
I'll be honest. I've been considering trying out World of Warplanes because I'm a big fan of Crimson Skies.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
So if World of Warplanes is actually pretty good, that might be a game as well. The other plan is once I actually get the funds from subscribing, because subscribing does actually send some money my way to help support myself and help with the streams. That'll go towards getting a 3DS capture card, and that, as a result, will get us to play, like, say, Mario Kart or the new Smash Brothers when it comes out.
Someone asked earlier, what did I link? I linked online Cards Against Humanity, which Cards Against Humanity is kind of like apples to apples.
Oh yeah, I wonder how many people here actually don't know what Cards Against Humanity is.
That's a good question. It's a game. It's a card game. It plays like apples to apples, except for it's for people with great humor and/or terrible taste.
Well, keep in mind there might be people who don't even know what apples to apples is.
It's kind of like Cards Against Humanity.
Yes, thank you for narrowing that down, John.
I'm not gonna lie. I completely stole that from a Reddit thread because I cracked up when I read that.
All right, so the basic premise of Cards Against Humanity / apples to apples. You have a card that gets played, and you just play cards that match that card, and then one person votes on how well the cards match or don't match, or in some cases just whatever card is funniest.
It's a really fun game.
Yeah, there's a lot of really dark answers.
Terrible
I guess,
jokes. Yes.
Yeah.
Like when I wrote my card set, like I hand wrote them at school, and every time I would write them, I would like hover my notepad over. Holy.
Oh, more eggs. Who this time?
Trying to find.
Usually someone's good about saying who subbed, so.
It's just an MYOHEL 0. I don't know.
Flying so fast, Mio. I see Mio. That's all I can go on. Mio, hello.
Yeah, Mio.
Thank you, Vincent. All right, thank you for subscribing, Mio.
You will give me an egg.
Yeah, if you guys can be so kind, when someone subscribes and like you're throwing the eggs, I appreciate that. That's exactly what I want you guys to do. Can you also say who subscribed, because it flies by so fast? Case in point, just another YouTuber. I just caught that one just before it flew off my screen. Thank you for subscribing.
You will give me an egg.
So many eggs.
Delicious eggs.
All right, legitimate question for you guys and the chat. Who's getting an Xbox One on launch?
Nope.
You're not?
Not in the least. Wait, hold on. Shadow? Scrolling.
Shadow Retro 0, thank you for subscribing.
You will give me an egg.
Eggs for everybody, apparently, tonight.
Yes. I mean, I would get an Xbox One if A, I could afford it, and B, if I wasn't trying to get an Xbox 360 again.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Xbox 360 is probably going to go down in price severely when the One is finally out.
I saw the GameStop Black Friday ad new. It's still $200.
Yeah, the thing that gets me
But they're $300 otherwise, though.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, an Xbox by itself is $300, yeah.
Jeez. I thought that
Unless
was
you get a 4
$200.
gigabyte one, and then they're super cheap.
Oh, well, if you get a 4 gigabyte one, then you still have to buy the hard drive, and that makes up the price difference, though.
Yeah, usually.
So that's the trade-off, though. I ended up getting a PS4 because my ex had actually pre-ordered one for me.
How
You
is
put
the
games into it?
Hmm?
You put games into it?
I have not put games into it, but I have downloaded games on it, if that counts.
Okay. Well,
That-
it's a legitimate question because one of the problems a lot of people reporting, including Total Biscuit, is that the drive just doesn't work.
I have not tried yet. I have 2 games for it right now, and both, oddly enough, are from EA. I don't own any any exclusive games. I have.
Oh, wait, hold on. Squillisapated egg.
Squillisapated. Oh, chat is on the ball tonight. Thank you guys. Thank you for subscribing.
Please tell me one of those is NHL.
You will
14.
give me an egg.
Sorry, say that again. Say that
NHL
again.
14.
That's what I thought you said. Not yet. No. I have a friend of mine who's been trying to talk me into streaming NHL 14, and
NHL 14's so fun.
I'll be honest. I'm kind of debating it.
My favorite thing is like a couple years ago. They took fighting completely out of the NHL game because they're like, this is ruining our image. And then this year's NHL game has the Fight Night fighting engine in it.
What?
Nice.
That's amazing.
That's gonna make it so good.
Yeah, they threw in the Fight Night fighting engine, so fights are like are controlled by the thumbstick.
Dude, I'll be honest. I secretly really love Fight Night.
I
You said it's a great
1000
game.
one of them. I don't remember which one. I 1000 one of them so quickly that I brought like I played so many fights in a row that I wore out the thumbstick on my controller.
Honestly, that's probably Fight Night Round 3. Round 3, I remember having the super easy achievements and having the Burger King in the game. Which was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. He could be like your ring man. It was amazing.
Let me check out Xbox.com and look it up.
All right.
Round 2 might have been on Xbox. Also, I hate how the new Xbox website looks.
Oh, that was a nice animation. I just got a bit late to his twirling gun animation.
Yeah, no, the twirling gun animation is pretty sweet. But now I've screwed up. Now I'm about to basically doom the world.
Well, you know.
Well, I mean, it's Robocop does it all the time.
Yeah.
I've also heard that streaming from the PS4 looks terrible. I haven't really looked at many.
I haven't seen anyone stream on it yet.
I watched a couple of them from Twitch, and they do look terrible. They max out at 720, but it's not good 720. It's like highly compressed 720. And then, even then, like, it looks better if you knock it down to 480 and just pretend everything's normal.
My recent activity on Xbox, Bomberman X0.
Dude, I think that's what my recent activity is too.
Oh, dude. I need to get that game.
I wonder how the Twitch streaming on the Xbox One's going to be now in that case. If it's going to be the equivalent or not.
Probably. I actually, with this, like, non-gaming aspects, I think Xbox does better. Like, than PS3 did.
I don't know. Like, PS3 I think was better for Netflix. That was my Netflix box.
Streaming from PS4 is 564p.
Well, that would do it. That's why it looks better in 480p, because you downscale a little bit as opposed to upscaling a ton.
So wait, what resolution did you say it was?
564.
What a
which is the stupidest
random number! Holy crap!
No, it falls in line with the 1366 by 768 kind of resolution. It's a made-up resolution. It was made to kind of fit a niche that didn't need to be there, and now people are using it. I go on for hours about how much I hate that stupid resolution.
How many games have you 1000 on your Xbox?
Me or Brad?
Both.
Ooh, a fair amount actually. Probably at least 12.
I think I got like
1,000 games.
I have a couple. I have a couple that are over 1,000 because of DLC.
Well, yeah, that's not a good question anymore. I guess I should say, how many do you have every achievement in?
0.
Yeah, like it's about 10. Like in the core games, I have all of Resident Evil 5, all of Dead to Rights Retribution, 99 Nights.
I love that game, Dead to Rights Retribution.
The original BioShock for some reason has like 960 points. It doesn't reach 1,000. I don't understand that.
That's infuriating.
But I've gotten all the achievements in that. I think all in the first Condemned. That was a good game, Condemned. Or no, maybe that's the game that had the less than 1,000.
The Condemned just came out on PC.
Wasn't Condemned made by Rockstar North?
No, Condemned was
Manhunt. Never mind.
Yeah, Condemned was made by what's their name? They're known Monolith, the guys who did Fear.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that was them because I remember the games playing similarly.
All right, now every enemy I fight is a Terminator, which means they take like a million fucking hits to kill.
Same company did Gotham City Imposters, that free-to-play game.
Really?
That wasn't a bad game.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that was actually pretty good.
It is pretty good. It wasn't good when you had to pay for it, but it's good now that it's free to play.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I had 1,000 in all the sports games, like Fight Night Round 3, NHL 07, MLB 2K6. I would have had 1,000 in NBA Street Home Court if people actually played that game online.
Well, that's when you ask people to play online with you and grind out the remaining achievements, if you care that much.
Hold on, what was the 2 I missed? I think it was win like 100 times.
I know that my Nathan Shaw, my podcast buddies, there's a couple games, old sports games like NHL 06 or 2K6 that they got all the achievements on just because the game's servers were going to go off.
There's one, I have a game on my achievements list, but I've never been able to get a hand on it after playing it. I'm missing a couple of achievements in Need for Speed Most Wanted, but finding that game
on
the new one or
Xbox, old one?
The old one.
Oh God.
Finding that game on 360 is actually harder than you think.
Really? I can guarantee I could probably get you a copy if you want me to look for you.
Paper Spyro?
Paper Spyro, thank you for subscribing. And I'll give you an egg. Oh, that's not the egg button. There it
You
is.
will give me an
I also
egg.
played the History Channel Civil War game.
Wait, what?
There's a History Channel Civil War game.
Okay.
It's fantastic because I'm a history major, so that's the only reason why I enjoyed it.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I'm like, what are you doing?
To reload a bayonet took about 30 seconds.
So it's historically accurate.
It is a historically accurate Civil War game.
That's actually pretty funny.
What else did I get 1,000 in? TMNT, because that entire game was beat the game to get 1,000. What else? I have the Yaris game.
Oh, that like super cheap like free game that was out for like
It was
a month.
free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's the Diner or Dash to Destruction where you play as either a T-Rex or a taxi or a delivery truck or something like that.
Oh, yeah. Dash to Destruction.
So many games that you can just get like easy 200 points on.
And then I have Orange Box, which is 99 achievements.
And some of them are ridiculous if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
So I never bothered playing through either episode 2 or getting all the achievements in Portal.
I have 200 in Dash to Destruction. I'm looking through all these old Xbox games now, and I want to replay them because it's like I see, Prey, which was a really good game.
I need to go back. All this bringing back up Fight Night Round 3 is making me remember I want to play Fight Night again because my boxer, who I named Face Puncher because I'm original.
Sonic Sam 41 egg.
Oh, eggs! More eggs are flying. Thank you for subscribing, Sonic Sam 41.
You will give me an egg.
The thing I had, that my boxer, he was teamed up with the Burger King. They were walking all these fights, but all I would do would just be like throw haymakers all the time, or try to go into that ridiculous first-person mode.
Yes.
Oh man, that was
That's
so
the
good.
best way to play the game, though.
And the
Ooh, sorry, go.
no, okay, I was gonna say the one thing I remember is like me and my roommate at the time, we would play that a bunch. But the one song would always be the first song that loads when you play the game. Is that one that starts like "I know you know my swagger."
Oh man.
So that's like whenever anyone mentions Fight Night, that's the first song that just immediately plays in my head.
I forgot that I played Lost Odyssey. I didn't beat it. I only got 4 achievements in the whole game, but I forgot I even played it.
How was that?
I don't like RPGs, so I'm not a good person to ask.
All right, fair enough.
So I'm looking. I finally got the Xbox site to load, and I was looking through my most completed games. My most completed game is Rock Band Blitz, followed by 1 versus 100.
Wait, you have
Wow.
you have achievements in 1 versus 100?
I have 9 out of 12 achievements in 1 versus 100.
You know, you
Nice.
could get achievements in that.
To be honest, and to be completely honest with you people, one of the reasons I bought a 360 was I went up to Akron to hang out with a friend, and he had 1 versus 100 when it first came out. And when I bought my Xbox, part of the reason I bought the Xbox is so I could hang out with friends online and play stupid games like that.
To be fair, 1 versus 100 was actually pretty sweet. I will give that credit.
Kilometers Dullaworth just subscribed.
What? Wait. Kilometers Dullworth.
Kilometers Dullaworth. Yeah.
Yeah, kilometers Dullworth. Thank you for subscribing.
You will give me an egg.
Everyone's confused by names today, apparently.
Man, I wish
Oh,
I could get
okay.
more achievements in Rock Band 1, but I had no friends to play it with, so I couldn't do any of the World Tour set lists.
I have 37 out of 50 in DJ Hero.
I want that game so bad.
You don't have DJ?
played-
How do you not have DJ Hero?
Because I played it once for 9 hours straight and then never played it again.
Legitimate reason then for not owning it. I
My
remember
friend
that.
owned it. We went to my friend's house for Thanksgiving, and while everyone was sleeping, I played DJ Hero for about 8 or 9 hours straight, and then passed out on the car ride home because I played DJ Hero all night by myself.
When I bought the game, I bought the Renegade edition that came with like the special turntable and the ridiculous like case, and played it for probably 18 hours straight the first time I played it. But that's because the Renegade edition, the turntable wasn't broken. It's amazing. It was that was the only way you could get a non-broken turntable was to get one of those turntables. But otherwise, they're horrendously broken.
I have both soundtracks from those games because I loved them actually.
So the remixes in DJ Hero, I'll give credit, were actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I just destroyed a Rob.
Oh
You did.
man.
A very large Rob.
Someone said, "Hey John, you asked about Lost Odyssey. It seems pretty generic for the combat system in general, but it actually has a ton of depth. And the story, while it feels sort of lackluster in the beginning, turns out to be really amazing, especially since it was a launch title."
Lost Odyssey was a launch title? I thought it
was
came
close to
out.
launch.
I thought it came out later than that, but I guess not.
I think it was the year after launch.
Thank you, whoever pointed that out just then. That's actually pretty good. Like I've been curious about it, but like I need to be in a specific RPG mood to actually sit down and play through an RPG. Like I've been playing Mario and Luigi Dream Team lately, and I'm getting to that point where I'm like, oh, I kind of wish I wasn't in an RPG mood anymore.
People said it wasn't a launch title. It came out in 07, so it was a launch window.
Yeah, it was within a year after launch.
Didn't the Xbox come out in 2005?
I thought it came out in 06.
6.
Was it 6?
Yeah. Lost Odyssey came out December 07, and the 360 came out. November 22nd. Yeah, November 22nd, 2005.
Told you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's your outside launch window.
I was gonna say
crap.
because I worked at EB Games the year it came out, and I thought I'd worked at EB Games in 2005.
This Xbox 360, I can't say this country's name. Seychelles?
Spell it.
It's like Seychelles.
Whoa, what country is that?
It's one of the island countries of the archipelago in the Indian Ocean. Got the Xbox 360 in spring 2010.
Oh man,
That's rough. Then again, they probably had something else to play to make up for it.
I hate collection achievements because it's the only reason why I don't have 1,000 in Assassin's Creed 2.
Well, to be fair, in any Assassin's Creed, really.
Yeah. What else? I played Brutal Legend. I forgot I did that.
How was that game? I want legitimate.
I did not want it to be an RTS on console at all. And I was like, first quarter of the game is like great combat and like driving around an awesome car, and then there's RTS, and I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, I got the game from the Double Fine sort of humble indie bundle thing, and played through an hour of it and couldn't stand it.
Ouch.
I couldn't stand the actual combat part of it. Was not as fun as I wanted it to be. It ended up being a little too clunky. Like, you would do stuff and the game would react, which is nice, but then the enemies wouldn't react in the way you thought they would. It wasn't organic enough.
One of the most depressing things on my achievement list is the fact that I had 1,000 out of 1,000 in Fallout 3, but I was too cheap to keep buying DLC, so I'm missing DLC achievements.
That's not necessarily a bad thing. Alright, let's throw it up to the chat. We've been playing Robocop vs. Terminator for a while. We're actually fairly far in the game. I think we're at least 2/3 done, but would you guys like me to keep going, or would you like us to go to the cookie? And I need you guys to keep an eye on the chat. But I have a feeling there's going to be calls for cookie.
Oh. I need to refresh my chat, because I subbed to you after.
Holy cookies.
Oh, yeah.
And footballs for some reason. Lots of cookies and footballs.
Well, I mean, there's always footballs, let's be honest.
Yeah.
So, is it looking like cookie? Yeah, no, I see.
Oh, yeah, no, it's 100% cookie.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Like, this game is good, but this is like where it gets to the tedious point. Because
bombs work too.
Yeah, this stage, and I think the next one will just be grinding through, trying to get through the stage. So, I'm cool. I'm cool with stopping here.
I need to see if I still own this game.
What game?
I'm sorry, I'm still looking through my Xbox backlog.
No, fair enough.
Assault on Dark Athena.
Ooh, that was a really interesting game.
I remember starting it, but I didn't get very far in it. And I remember it being actually a really good movie tie-in game.
Yeah, I've learned through my tweets, I apparently really can't win at all anymore. I literally got a tweet that says, "Damn it, John, for streaming on a Monday. About a fourth of his fans can't attend because it's a school night. This is why I started early."
You still have 1,400
It's a school night.
people watching.
It's a school night for me too, and I'll be up until fucking 4 in the morning.
I don't have school anymore.
You know what? I'm glad I'm out of school, but I still have nightmares about school, which pisses me off to no end.
Truth be told, I only miss school for one thing, and just having like that constant schedule, because I don't want to work a job with a constant schedule. So like it's the every single day everything's the same is kind of nice once you become an adult, and that's never gonna happen again.
Oh my god!
I will warn anyone who is getting out of school. You will still have nightmares about like being late for an exam or forgetting to do homework all the time. It never stops, and it pisses me off to no end.
That's weird with me because I'm gonna be a teacher. So
it's gonna be even worse. It's gonna be even worse for you, dude. Oh man.
I'm gonna be a teacher. I will be in school for the rest until I retire.
You're gonna have you're gonna have dreams of like being taught by your students. That's what's gonna happen to you instead.
Oh, that's gonna be terrible.